Question number 11, Marama Davidson.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Marama Davidson.
I raise a point of order. This question was originally set down for the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and I seek leave of the House.
Order. The member will resume her seat. That is actually creating disorder. The same tactic was used yesterday, and I referred the member then to Speaker's ruling 1695. I asked that member upon the completion of question time to read that carefully, and I don't anticipate such a tactic being used again by the opposition. It is creating disorder. Now, does the member want to proceed with her question? Question number 11, Marama Davidson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Climate Change Issues and asks, what plans does New Zealand have to help our Pacific Island neighbours, given that the Prime Minister of Tuvalu, Enele Sopoaga, has recently appealed to New Zealand to, quote, stand with us Pacific Islands countries and increase their commitments, end quote?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
On behalf of the Minister, we're already committed to assisting Pacific Island countries to develop their responses to climate change. In Tuvalu alone, we've invested $10 million filling in borrow pits that were dug to build runways in World War II. This has increased Tuvalu's usable land area by 8% and has been designed specifically to account for projected 100-year sea level rise. We've also invested $20 million to support Tuvalu's renewable energy goals, and as a result, Tuvalu's outer islands will get 90% of their electricity from New Zealand-funded solar panels.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Marama Davidson.
Given that for small Pacific Island nations, the outcomes of the upcoming climate talks in Paris are a matter of survival, will he instruct New Zealand delegates at those talks to push for a more comprehensive plan, acknowledging that they are the lowest emitters paying the highest price?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
On behalf of the Minister, I think we already have that fair and ambitious INDC and target heading into Paris, 30% reductions in emissions below 2005 levels by 2030. I think it is ambitious in the sense it's more than we've done previously. It's comparable with what other countries do, and it reflects our national circumstances. As I've already said, I think we also support our Pacific friends with the many programs we run in the Pacific, but ultimately I come back to it, probably the best thing we can do, in addition to our own efforts, is working hard on an ambitious binding agreement in Paris, and that's certainly what we're going to try and do.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Marama Davidson.
Given that this government seems to rely solely on aid, does he realise that all the aid in the world will not stop sea level rise, with the President of Kiribati, Anote Tong, making it quite clear, quote, no matter how much aid, we cannot be bought on this one because it's about the future, end quote?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
The Minister, was much more than aid. There's things that we do in New Zealand, the things we take to Paris and our own INDC. But I wouldn't be, as that member seems to be, dismissive of the very significant work we do in the Pacific, whether in water security, several $1 million worth of work with low-lying Pacific Island countries, whether in renewables, $100 million worth of work, whether it's in other areas. I think New Zealanders should be very proud of that work, and I'm sure that our friends in the Pacific, indeed the ones I've talked to, are really appreciative of what we're doing to help them.
Supplementary question, Marama Davidson.
Will those renewable energy options like solar panels that you've just referred to and that the Minister is so proud of still work underwater?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
No.
Question number 12,